Welcome. Today we're diving into the essential process of testing and commissioning in building management systems, or BMS. This phase is absolutely critical before a system is handed over to the client. It's not just about flipping a switch and hoping for the best. Commissioning ensures every wire, configuration, and operation matches the original design intent. In this video, we'll walk through a structured approach, covering pre-commissioning, functional testing, integration, and final validation. By the end, you'll understand why thorough commissioning is the backbone of a reliable BMS and how it sets the stage for long-term performance. Start with the main objectives of BMS commissioning. The goal is to validate both hardware and software installations, ensuring that every component is in its right place and working as intended. We check that all sequences of operations are functioning, sensors and actuators are accurate, and communication channels are reliable. Alarm functionality is verified, and we make sure the system meets performance, safety, and energy efficiency standards. Finally, providing clear documentation and training to the client is a must, setting them up for successful operation. Commissioning a BMS involves several key stages, each with its own focus. We begin with pre-commissioning, move on to point-to-point testing, then functional testing, system integration, and finally acceptance testing. Each stage builds on the previous one, ensuring a thorough and systematic approach. This structure helps catch issues early, reduces rework, and ensures the system is truly ready for handover. Let's break down each stage in detail. Pre-commissioning is all about preparation. Here we verify that all equipment is installed correctly and panels are powered on. I/O wiring is checked for continuity and correctness, and controllers are confirmed to be ready for operation. This stage lays the groundwork for everything that follows, ensuring that the system's foundation is solid before moving on to more detailed testing. Next comes point-to-point testing, where every sensor, actuator, and I/O point is verified individually. We confirm that signal values are accurate, like ensuring a 0-10V signal truly represents 0-100%. Relays, valves, and fans are tested for proper response, using tools like multimeters or diagnostic software. This meticulous process ensures that each component communicates and functions as expected. Functional testing is where the system's intelligence is put to the test. Here, we check control logic, alarms, and time schedules. Normal and fault conditions are simulated to see how the system responds. For example, we might run an air handling unit startup sequence or test safety shutdowns and interlocks. This stage confirms that the BMS can handle real-world scenarios reliably. System integration testing ensures that the BMS communicates seamlessly with other building systems. We test connections between BMS controllers and servers, as well as integration with fire alarms, HVAC lighting, and meters. Gateway configurations are validated, and we confirm that data logging and trending are working correctly. This step is crucial for a unified building management experience. Final acceptance testing, or FAT, is the last hurdle before handover. This is done with the client or consultant present, running a complete operation test using approved scripts. Every result is documented and signed off, ensuring transparency and accountability. Once this stage is complete, the system is ready for official handover. Let's look at a sample checklist for testing an air handling unit AHU. Key items include verifying supply fan on-off control, checking the accuracy of the supply temperature sensor, and ensuring the cooling valve operates correctly. We also test the chilled water flow interlock, PID loop tracking, high temperature alarms, and confirm that the graphic display shows live data. Each item is checked for status and comments are recorded for reference. Proper documentation is a cornerstone of successful commissioning. Essential documents include the I/O list, sequence of operation, wiring diagrams, panel layout drawings, test scripts, and commissioning forms. Software backups and as-built documentation are also critical. These documents not only guide the commissioning process but also serve as a reference for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Range of tools is required for thorough BMS commissioning. Multimeters are used for voltage and continuity checks, while clamp meters measure current draw. A laptop with BMS software is essential for programming and diagnostics. Simulator tools such as Modbus or BASINET browsers help test communication. Temperature calibrators and hand pumps are used for validating analog inputs and pressure sensors. Having the right tools ensures accurate and efficient testing. Software commissioning involves uploading and verifying controller programs, setting network addresses, and mapping all points to the server. Trends, alarms, and schedules are configured, and logging or alert features are enabled as needed. Finally, all project data is backed up and saved. This ensures the software side of the BMS is as robust as the hardware. Successful commissioning process relies on a well-coordinated team. The BMS engineer handles logic configuration and testing. Panel technicians focus on wiring and I/O verification. Supervisors or QA personnel oversee final testing and client demonstrations, while the client or consultant is responsible for review and approval. Clear roles and responsibilities ensure nothing is overlooked. Even with the best planning, issues can arise during commissioning. Common problems include no signal from sensors due to wiring errors, actuators not responding because of incorrect voltage, and communication failures from duplicate device IDs. Alarms might not trigger if lock is faulty, and trend logs may not record if points are offline. Network timeouts can result from loose cables or incorrect settings. Identifying and addressing these issues early is key to smooth handover. Before the BMS is officially handed over, a final checklist is completed. All points are tested and documented, logic and sequences are verified, and alarms and graphics are confirmed functional. The I/O list and drawings are updated to reflect as-built conditions. User training is provided, a maintenance manual is delivered, and all software backups are submitted. This comprehensive checklist ensures the client receives a fully operational and well-documented system. Documentation isn't just paperwork, it's a vital part of the commissioning process. Accurate records help with future troubleshooting, maintenance, and system upgrades. They also provide proof that the system was tested thoroughly and meets all requirements. Good documentation builds trust with clients and ensures long-term system reliability. Structured testing approach minimizes rework and ensures compliance with industry standards. By following a step-by-step process, issues are caught early and the system is validated at every stage. This not only saves time and money but also guarantees that the BMS will perform as designed, delivering value for years to come. Training the client is a crucial part of the handover process. It ensures that users are comfortable operating the BMS, understand the documentation, and know how to respond to alarms or issues. A well-trained client is empowered to get the most out of their system, reducing support calls and maximizing satisfaction. Proper commissioning isn't just about the initial handover. It ensures the BMS operates reliably over the long term, minimizing downtime and maintenance costs. A well-commissioned system meets compliance requirements, adapts to future needs, and builds lasting trust between the provider and the client. To wrap up, remember that BMS commissioning is a structured, multi-stage process. It covers everything from hardware checks to software configuration, documentation, and client training. Each step is vital for delivering a safe, efficient, and reliable building management system. By following best practices, you ensure a smooth handover and long-term satisfaction. Thank you for joining us on this journey through BMS testing and commissioning. Whether you're a technician, engineer, or building owner, understanding these procedures is key to a successful project. Always remember, document, test, and verify every part of the system before handover. That's the foundation of a reliable and high-performing BMS.